Today, I am going to react to the John Zerka versus Destiny debate on Fresh and Fit and show you the absolute most unbelievably disgusting thing I have ever seen. Fantastic show in store for you today. TSR Live starts right now.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 989th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. It is Tuesday, July 11th of 2023. It is good to have you guys in today. Pardon me. Good to have you all in here today, guys. Real quick, I am going to show you the most disgusting thing I have ever seen very, very shortly. But I want to make sure I shout out my guys in the chat. Cigarman85 is in the house. Dio, I haven't seen you in a while. Dr. B84, Dre Raven, King Life, brings up the rear. Strike says 989 studios. Man, I'm telling you, it's been a hell of a ride. It's been a hell of a ride, man. Wow, almost 1,000 episodes. Almost 1,000 episodes. And that doesn't count the other, like, shorts, videos. I think we got, like, something like 3,500 videos or something like that. Either way, I appreciate you guys being here today. And so, before we get to the John Zerka versus Destiny debate, I'm going to show you something. Mike Ray's in the house all the way from Hawaii. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you in here. I'm going to show you guys the most absolute, most disgusting thing I have ever seen in my life. It came from Facebook. I don't know. Nobody sent it to me. I just so happened to be scrolling through Facebook, and then I saw it. Gentlemen, buckle up. If there are hide the kids, hide the dog, hide the cat, this, I'm telling you guys, you cannot unsee what I am about to show you. You cannot unsee what I am about to show you. I'm going to give a 10-second countdown on this. Are we ready? Here we go. Oh my God. What? Say who? I beg your jargon. What is happening right now? Look at this. I just can't. I have no words, guys. Now, the dude with her is obviously a switch hitter. Does this woman have a tattoo on her ass? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's a good question, TLM.
What the French toast?
What in the hell is going on? I think she's got a tattoo on her ass. Like, yo, this is just... And the dude is just encouraging the hell out of her. He loves it. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. He's like, the bitch is stunting. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, look, Roadblock 85 just nailed it. He just nailed it. He just said, I need to go sip some unsea juice and be right back. Like,
a woman never belongs to you. It's It's
Smokes.
just your turn. You lost your edge.
Oh,
she lost the traction.
sorry about
for
that,
you.
y'all.
That's how it works. What'd you think?
Like, wow. I told y'all to buckle up. I told you to buckle up. I told y'all it was going to be some shit. I told y'all it was going to be some shit that you ain't seen. I told you it was going to be some shit that you ain't seen and some shit that you can't unsee. And some shit that you can't unsee. So, now that that is out of the way, let us get into the Zerka versus Destiny debate. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We are in phase 1 of the discussion. Real quick announcement, we get into the show. Rumble.com/FreshFit. That's all I got to say. Chris, put that shit up there on the branding because real talk, guys, Rumble is the savior here for y'all because that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say right now. So Rumble.com/FreshFit, guys. Check us out over there. If you're not watching us on Rumble, watch us on Rumble because phase 2 is definitely going to go over there. But anyway, freshfit.locals.com, guys. Check us out over there. Also, check us out on Fresh Fit Store. Get the merch over there. Check out our other clip channel.
Yeah, Ice Dragon Kid said, "Can you hit us with some Nina to wash that down?" I got you, bruh. I got you. There. Look. This should help to help wash that down. I am sorry to have to do that. I'm sorry to have to do that to y'all. But you had to see it. Like it was a professional obligation. It was my professional obligation to show you that. So here's some Nina the Pineapple. Here's some Nina the Pineapple to, I guess, more or less even that out. And Nina can shake that ass, real talk. Yeah, she shakes it like a pro. Let's continue.
Which actually has it's been growing 40 million views right now. Man. So subscribe to that goddamn channel. 80% of y'all are not subscribed. Also, check us out.
You're welcome.
40 million. Well, you got a cool channel too, right?
Yeah, no, I'm exploding. Yeah, all over the algorithm. And I appreciate you guys. I never said thank you to your faces, but like, and didn't I tell you? I'm like, I'm gonna be the biggest. I told you, right?
I'm digging the role, bro. I like it.
Versace.
And
on Myron's page, she gets 20% off me.
How close are you to 100K?
I think I hit it like tonight. But
nice.
What matters is what I'm here for today. It's grown men disagreeing with each other.
Yes.
Half men and grown men disagreeing with each other. And I want to say, like, I know Destiny got 1,000 extra followers after he came here, and I got 72,000, right? But that's not a flex. What's a flex is what happened the week after. But I'm not here to flex on Destiny. I want you guys to have I want you guys to reach a common ground because he lets his wife get banged. You don't let that happen. Where do you guys disagree here? What's wrong with that?
All right, let me ask you this. The reason why I want you.
This is interesting. So, Zerka he's a funny guy. He is really funny. He's a lot like McQueen, actually. And I love me some McQueen. I really, really do. So Zerka is... And look, man, you can't win an argument. You can't win a debate against someone as funny as Zerka. You just can't. You can't do it. That's another reason why Destiny is, I guess, where he is. I mean, look, for all of our disagreements, and I'm not a Destiny guy. I don't like him. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I do. And when I get in front of him to debate him, we're not going to do the cordial handshake and like, hey, good to fight. No, No, I'm going to keep that same energy. When I see him, and hopefully he doesn't attempt to shake my hand. But if he does attempt to shake my hand, I'm going to tell him straight up, look, man, I don't like you. And I don't respect you. Think you're a funny guy, but I'm not going to sit here and act like or pretend that we're cool now that we're in front of each other. Let's have this debate. Give the people what they want, and then get the fuck out of my face. It's not gonna be no niceties. I'm not the type of dude. I will not pretend to be cordial with or like someone that I don't like. Right? I remember Pearl had this harebrained idea a long time, maybe 5 or 6 months ago, right? She is well over 1 million subscribers. She said, hey, Donovan, how about we do this? How about we get everybody that has disagreements. We're going to get you, Rollo Tomasi, Myron Gaines, everybody, MLD, and you guys are going to sit across and debate and go toe-to-toe against the guys who have done hit pieces on you. And I'm like, okay. She mentioned a couple of names, and then she said Abba and Preach. I said, Pearl, let me stop you right there. Now, this was before Abba and Preach went after Pearl, right? This is when Pearl naively thought that men all men were reasonable and logical. She found out very quickly that that is not the case. But I said, Pearl, let me explain something to you. If I see Abba and or Preach in your apartment, I'm putting my fist through their face. I don't care what anybody says. I said, so if you don't want violence on your set, you would do well not to invite those two people. Right? Ice Dragon Kid says they would never do that. No, they would never. And I told her that. I said, not only would they never do that, even if they would, it would end very badly for them in more ways than one. Right? Well, a few months later, Ab and Preach then went after Pearl, and she calls me up and she says, yep, I understand why. I understand why these guys are on your Smack On site list.
Hit 100K because a certain op talk shit and said that you would never hit 100K.
Yes.
Abba. So, yeah, so we can't wait for you to hit 100,000.
Yep, there's Abba and Preach. Yep.
To tell him to fuck up. Does he got to pay?
You too, bro.
Wait, I'm like you. I wouldn't take the money, right? Because that's like,
okay,
that's gay money.
All right.
Hey, money is money, y'all. I don't care.
What else, bro?
And okay, and then yeah, guys, check out our other clip channel, more Fresh Fit clips, and then Fresh, you want to tell them about your vlog real quick? And
yes, guys, we're gonna be in Colombia. Actually, in 2 weeks, we're gonna be traveling, having fun, lifestyle. Go check it out on the vlog channel. And guys, if you're a network man, add value, give value. Go tap into that. See you guys there.
All right, and then check me out, guys, on Fed Reacts. I covered the Charles Manson murders yesterday. If you guys like true crime, go check it out. But anyway, without further ado, we got two special guests in the house, and Phase 2 is going to come later on.
Destiny and Zerka.
Can you guys introduce yourself to the people real quick? We'll start with Destiny.
Yeah, I'm Destiny. You guys know who I am. I'm on youtube.com/Destiny, kick.com/Destiny, and Instagram.com/Destiny. I do politics and gaming. And
You're on Rumble, right?
Not anymore.
Oh, God damn it. Wait, what?
I'll be on Rumble tonight, though.
Come on, man. That is true with us. But come on, man.
No ill will. I love him. It's a good platform. Wish him the best.
But he's on Kick, that's why. He's on Ops.
Oh,
Ops, yeah.
Traitor.
Yeah.
I do a ton of travel and shit. And without getting into specifics, my last contract, I have to there's a minimum number of streams I wanted. And I'm out of the country so much. I just traveled. I'm going out of town again at the end of the month. It's just too much to juggle everything. Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Rumble's still better, though. But,
just saying.
And then, Zerka, we know who you are, but can you just introduce yourself to the people, please?
Well, wait a minute. So Destiny's about to leave town. Is he going to be in town when I'm in Miami the last week of July?
Yeah, John fucking Zerka, ex-Muslim, prayed to Christ, and then what happened after the prayer? All of this good stuff in my life. Some people think it's a grift, which is irrelevant because I converted 14.
You become super famous. Don't forget us, bro.
Yeah,
oh, you mean tomorrow?
Yeah.
We're gonna have dinner. But I can
pay for dinner tonight.
Yeah, easy. I leaked where we're going. That's how I fucked up. Yeah, we gotta switch the spot to a cheaper place. But I got 1,400 of the youth, 1,400 students to convert to Christ. A lot of them were Muslims from your show. From just talking about dating and stuff. And then they looked into my shit. So, yeah, I appreciate the platform, guys. And
Christ is king.
Christ is king, and I run the Dark Maga campaign. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here. Cool.
This is amazing.
Yeah, this is amazing. So phase 1, guys, of the discussion, we're going to talk about the Jonah Hill situation. I got all of y'all were messaging me like crazy to cover this Jonah Hill situation. As you guys know, he got into a breakup with his chick or whatever. Jonah Hill. Anyway, I won't go much further than that.
Do you want to go in the chats?
Yes, I could read some of these chats real quick. Well, I'll read the chats. You have the screens ready and everything for the Jonah thing. I'm going to fly through some of these guys because we already got 18,000 y'all watching. And then I think we got probably another 10 or 20K on Rumble watching. So I'm going to fly through these. From this point forward, though, I'm only going to read 100 up super chats, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm going to read these that came in before. You guys are smart that got them in before. Destiny taking his wife's boyfriend to do an STD test. Funny. Prada goes, hypostatic union, esoterically calculating the sun and planets, making allegories corresponding above so below your demurrage. God won't save you.
It's a demiurge, it's a Plato thing, and he's pretty much talking about the occult sciences. It's like witchcraft.
Okay. And then we got Mike Biggs here. Let's go Berserker, Christ is King. All right. We got Zerkules goes, it's Littler's, I see what you did there. Right, and man, the atheist Smurf, and the mixed race Muslim, and the cocaine crusader. Lord have mercy, W Mine, W Fresh, W Chris, W Big Mo, W the girls, BTS. Let's have a good show. Cool. And then we got
Wait, are you sure? Are you sure you guys don't want to switch and watch Ethan Klein? Listen, no, I gotta flex before we start the show. What YouTubers are on your level right now? After this content, we don't ask you guys to subscribe here. We ask you to unsubscribe to every other channel. They're not doing this.
Well, sub to who you want to, but we're doing some God's work.
Yeah. Like the video, guys, because real talk, we want to verge of cancellation. Crisis King, Border Patrol, thank you so much. The Void goes, the real Avengers assemble tonight, minus the blue-haired guy, he's dumb, but every hero needs a villain. Crisis King.
Hey, he's not a villain, he's a foil.
Look, man. You guys always talk shit about Destiny. Let me tell you something, man. I like Destiny. Me and him get along, right? We disagree on many things. He's like, I'm Ash and he's Gary, but we need each other. We're rivals. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
I think Gary lets his wife get fucked. Gengar. She don't do that.
You can take it from him. Go take it from him, bro.
I will say this.
There's nothing I can say. In 6 months, his life will be exactly where it was 6 months ago, and then I'll feel bad for having talked shit.
Melina, watch out, I got a Gyarados.
This guy's nose is disintegrated. It's fucking partying. This guy's
black nigga Gyarados. Adam 22 notes. Did you see Adam 22? My nigga, full on cuck. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
And now, because I said this, I'm not invited to his platform. But bro, you're a cuck.
He said you're not invited?
No, I just know he's a cuck, and he's gonna get mad when he sees this.
Oh my god.
I don't think he get mad.
He made $3 million, letting his wife get piped by the blackest man I've ever seen, the biggest cock, dude. I watched the whole thing. I'm moving on. I was investigating.
I want the talk about John Hill things that happen. Crazy. We can't send boundaries anymore.
Wow. How about that? For research, right?
Women are lost in the West. We got you, Border Patrol. Herb Seasoning goes, we're so back to fellas, the boys, the dudes, the homies. We're going to win. We are the Legion. The energy has shifted and the consciousness is rising. Total Christ victory. See you all at Mass. Okay.
All right.
Shin Bricks goes, dude. Oh, this is the misogyny panel right here. This is about to be fire episode. Let's go. Jesus can keep doing God's work. Like the video.
Well, to be fair, we don't hate women. The modern day woman's not even a fucking woman. It's like a different fucking species at this point, right?
Yep.
Like, be honest. If we're misogynists, who in this studio's mom would say the modern day woman is like moves correct like a human? Our moms would say, what? You guys are giving them status, a place to live, money. You're giving them security, protecting them from
you literally bailed your ex out of fucking prison after she fucking assaulted you, okay, to the fucking cops. Why the fuck are you even talking about this right now? Everybody's giving women too much. It's you, motherfucker. Come on.
You're saying I should be
Go to the next topic. What are we talking about? Go to the next thing. Holy fuck. Jesus, you're the number one sip on the panel, okay? Holy shit.
No.
Yes.
I bailed the bitch out. I bailed the bitch out because when I called security.
Why are we on Twitch? Oh, this is on Twitch. Yo, guys, come on over to YouTube and over right now, man.
Hold on. Let me guard my reputation. I called security. Okay, the bitch hit me with something, and it hurt. She meant to throw it at my chest. She hit my lip. Oh, so I said, I'm not gonna grab her. I said, get the fuck out of my hotel. And I called Big Black Security. Security comes up and they're like, get her out. But then one of them looks and sees I'm 255 pounds and she's 100 pounds and she's crying. And they're like, yo, we can't do shit. We're calling the police. I'm no fucking snitch, bro. Even if she knifed me, I would never call the cops. That's why I bailed the bitch out, because I'm no snitch, right? And this is what happened. I prayed. I was like, holy fuck, my life's over. It's a dirty hotel, and I used to do blow. So check it out. They start raiding the place, and they start arresting me, but the big black officer shines a light. And I'm like, oh, it's the light of Jesus. But then, when my eyes focused, he said, you're coming with me. And I'm like, oh, fuck, who's going to believe me? I'm going to jail forever. It's Twitch gone. My career's ruined.
Whoa.
And then he turned the light on again, the black guy, and he saw my lip was swelling. And he's like, you're being abused by that girl. And he started fucking grabbing her. They all locked her up in front of me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, Jesus saved my life from that. And that's the day I actually said,
no, Jesus didn't save your life, Zerka. The truth saved your life. Right? I don't know if this whole Jesus is Lord thing is a shtick or, for show. But the Lord didn't save you that day, Zerka. The truth did. He shined the light in your face. He saw that your lip was swollen. He saw that you were the victim of domestic violence. That's what saved you. Was the truth.
So that's the story. I'm not fucking sim.
Okay. Crisis King.
Hold on. But to make Destiny look good, when Destiny was my only friend, he literally said to me in a dark room, why are you with that girl? This is what's going to happen. Leave her now. I'm never telling you again. And I'd call him for advice and shit. I'm calling him for relationship advice. So fuck, he gives bad advice, but for me, it's great, right? You understand? The amphetamine guys, they get it. The Adderall guys. But he said, leave her. And that week, all that madness happened. So I should have listened to him, but...
Should have said he took his last $2,000, walked to the police station on his knees.
$5,000!
I said, please let my queen free. I need to hit me some more so I can talk about men or simps.
But check this out. The toxic girl is the best pussy of your life.
Oh, yes.
Let me get through this, all right?
Absolutely. Crazy in the head, crazy in bed.
What does the panel know about Daniel Levin, an American? Oh God, here. Wait until Rumble, guys. All right, we're gonna cover that on Rumble. Glenn Lawrence, Zerka lost to me in our debate on religion, and now has to move to Vegas to join the dark side.
He's a pastor. That guy's a pastor.
We got here Marin, Fresh, and what are your respective IQ scores? You'll see that on phase 2. We got here NF humans are never homogenous. White people are not. They always find something that divides. Scottish want independence from England. Somalia is generally one African tribe, but then
okay, can I answer this? Can I answer this?
Supports getting along.
Okay, I know what you're trying to do. Where you're like, well, what's really white? Is Scottish? Is Italian? Is it, dude? When you go to prison, you get adopted by your haplogroups, your DNA, or else you get stabbed to death. You'll know you're white when you're in prison. You'll know you're black when you're in prison. You'll know what you are. So pretending white doesn't exist is a fucking retarded position. It's gonna get you killed.
Why would you decide what reality is like based on what prison's like? You know what else you learn in prison? Every motherfucker's gay. Is that real life? No, is that real life? Does everybody take up the ass when you're in prison? Why the fuck would you let prison dictate your view about people who are all the history of the world?
He's ignoring the fact.
Jesus fuck. No. I can't do this all night. Kill me.
It's not just prison. When you look at high schools, the Asians with the Asians, the brown with the brown, it's a tribal thing. It's a tribe. That's the point I'm making.
The point is the tribe change who you're around.
What is the white tribe?
I don't know. European DNA? It depends on who you're around. Everybody's around you is white. I don't know. You might be the English tribe or the Scottish tribe or the fucking...
So you know what? Define white.
Here he goes. All right.
What do you mean define white?
What's a white guy?
I don't say the list white.
Wait till phase 2.
Yeah, we already had disagreements prior to the show about what white even was, okay? So what are you talking about, dude?
Phase 2.
Okay.
Can I be white? I want to be the master. Oh,
okay. What about his son? He's white sometimes, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. If I can be white, you can be white, okay?
He's probably watching right now.
Probably.
And if he is, your real name is Lasan.
And fuck you, Hassan, because let me tell you something. I went on a date with him. It was a 3-way date. Him, Mia Malkova, and Hassan Piker, and we recorded on Twitch.
You actually met him?
Oh, we did content together for years. He grew my channel, I grew his. Yeah, I was bigger than him. I had 9,000 views when I met him. He had 200 playing Fortnite like a little cuck. And then when they started banning the right-wing guys, he blew up because he was a plant. They actually Twitch said, "Come to us." He's a plant.
Oh, bro?
Yeah, this is like known. He
didn't tell you to plant it in phase 2.
No, I didn't say that.
Go to the next group. No. Where we at? Welcome back. Super chat.
Nick and Destiny, when is your next dialogue with Eric Stryker on Mike Enoch of the National Justice Party? Also, Zerka, recommend you reach out to one of them and have a discussion about the JQ or Dem Boys Crisis King. Wait till phase 2. If John Zerka owns a hockey team, he would call them the slow blowers. Probably. Red Fox, $20 to shake that. And then we got Aaron Martinez. Looking forward to a high level, but more importantly, hilarious show tonight. What are your thoughts on this girl trying to cancel Jonah Hill? Why do you disagree? Destiny, don't put your nose. Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's
Chris, are we caught up on the ones that came through from before?
Yeah,
all those other chats came in from before. So guys, from this point forward, we're only going to read 100 and up. And then the chats that came up before, I read those because you guys know Fresh and Fifth Fashion always read the chats that came in prior.
And
I read everything at twitter.com/circleofficial if you want your questions to me directly.
Yes, and actually, everyone's links are below, so check out these guys.
No, because they shadow banned me, and I still grew another 40,000 followers. But bro, how do you get
shadow ban on Twitter too?
Yeah. How the fuck do you get it reversed? Because Twitter, I go to fucking Holy Wars arguing with people. It's my favorite platform.
Call Elon, bro.
Elon?
Call Elon.
Fuck,
man. I don't know how to do it, bro.
He's busy with an MMA battle.
All right, so for phase one of the talk, guys, we're going to talk about Jonah Hill. As you guys know, it's all over the fucking news. You guys have sent me literally hundreds of DMs talking about this situation. For some of you guys that are wondering, Jonah Hill, actor, we can pull up his picture real quick, Chris, on Wikipedia real fast, just so you know who he is.
He's a fat ass.
Superbad was the movie that I remember him the most from, but he's been in a bunch of them.
Wolf of Wall Street was his best performance. Is that the same guy?
Yeah, he was in Wolf of Wall Street, co-leading with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm not gonna let these guys fuck my cousin. If anyone's gonna fuck my cousin, it's gonna be me. That was proper logic. You have a hot cousin? We all got a hot cousin.
The one with the
Yeah, here he is right here. And this is the actor for some of you guys that are wondering, right? Jonah Hill Feldstein.
Jump Street.
Yeah,
Jump Street.
It's an American actor, comedian, and producer. He's known for where am I here? He's known for his comedic roles in films including Superbad, Knocked Up, Get Into the Greek, 21 Jump Street. This is the end.
Oh, Get Into the Greek was really good.
And then obviously for his performances in Moneyball, The Wolf of Wall Street, he was nominated for Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. So as you guys know, you look at him, obviously very famous actor. He went viral recently for getting in a discussion with his girl about boundaries. And as you guys, I think you watch this Fresh Fit.
Probably, bro.
Yo, the RP is here to stay. I know Destiny hates the RP, the Red Pill, but yo, guys are waking up, man. And I look at the Red Pill as nothing more than truth. Destiny probably disagrees with me on this, which is fine. But this is basically him arguing with his girl. It goes, this is warning to all girls. If your partner is talking to you like this, make an exit plan. Love y'all. Call me if you need an ear. And it goes here. All the posts I removed from my page. Good start. You don't seem to get it, but it's not my place to teach you. I made my boundaries clear. This is Jonah talking to her. Yeah. You refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made that clear, and I hope it makes you happy. So, guys, his girlfriend is basically a surfer. She has a bunch of pictures of herself in scantily clad clothing. Yeah. Body. Yeah, pretty much. And then he goes, plain and simple, if you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for romantic partnership, my boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust.
So, let me pause it right there quickly. So, Jonah didn't call the Brady girl, didn't call her any names. Right? He wasn't mean-spirited. He just told her, look, if you need X, Y, Z, A, B, and C, I'm not the guy for you. He literally told her, it's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. But because girls want to have their cake and eat it too, in other words, they want to be in a relationship but reserve the right to act single, i.e. reserve the right to actively look for their replacement while still in a relationship, she got upset. No, man. Guys, listen, men with options are not going to accept this kind of behavior. Okay? We're just not. We're not. If Devin starts to engage in this behavior, she will have effectively dumped me. Because I made it very clear to her early on, these are the behaviors. These are the behaviors in women that I don't commit to. That's how it works.
Okay, and then is there another part of this?
Yeah, I think there's one more.
Okay, and then another portion of the conversation. She had me agree to paddle away from any man that approached me in the water, no matter his age. I was instructed to say I'm...
This Kratom break is brought to you by Happy Hippocratum. Use promo code HTR to get 15% off. My strain of the day is Atomic Green. It's a very fast, very fast strain, which means it's good for energy and productivity. So go to the link in the chat. Go to the link in the description. Use promo code HTR as in How to Relationship to get 15% off. Let's continue.
I'm going to go talk to my boyfriend and then paddle away. That makes me want to go stab someone. Wow. Who is this therapist? LOL. What? She was like enabling his possessiveness, isolation, jealous. Wow. And this is from the Sarah Brady chick. Is that a chick? The Sarah Brady girl?
That was a conversation between, his chick and then another friend of hers.
So basically, guys, sum it up. He doesn't like her pictures on Instagram, doesn't like her being around a bunch of dude friends, and, he has boundaries. And she basically called him a misogynistic narcissist for having this. So
she should meet me, dude.
He made it clear through text what boundaries were. Yeah. As a man, you say your boundaries, but...
I disagree. I don't think he made it clear because, and you agreed when we were talking about earlier.
There you go.
Bro. First of all, 90% of human communication is nonverbal. If you're deep in a relationship and you have to text boundaries like that should be autopilot for the dumb bitch.
There it is.
She should know week one, right? You texting boundaries. What, she needs a software update? Are you kidding? If you're texting boundaries, quit. You lost. The boundaries thing is like week one.
Fair enough. Destiny, what's your take on
Dude, boundaries thing is day one.
I think it's crazy that she tried to expose him. I think he's fully within his right to say, like, hey, listen, these are my boundaries. I also think it's a little bit fucking retarded to date a surfer chick that posts pictures on Instagram and expect her not to post any pictures on Instagram.
How about that? So Destiny's already coming with the facts.
Surfer chick. So I mean, like, it just seems kind of dumb all around. Like I said, I think he can express his boundaries if he wants. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't seem like he was doing it in an abusive, controlling way. She's within her rights. Like, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm gonna peace out. But one of the criticisms I have for you guys all the time is if you go and you pick up a girl that acts a certain way, lives a certain lifestyle, she's not gonna flip on that in 180.
Yes, she will.
No, she won't.
If you maxed out the trinity
did she for him?
He didn't max out the trinity of status, network, and looks.
Oh, so starring in a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. That's not an outfit.
That's one. He's a flat ass. He's a fucking flat ass.
So what I'm saying is, if you're listening to this program, you're fucking hopeless because if you're not as cool as Jonah Hill, who's a fucking how many A-list fucking Hollywood celebs, A-list fucking motion pictures.
I've got bitches in my phone.
Look, man. Wow. I gotta go with Destiny on this. I gotta go with Destiny on this, y'all. I hate to say it, but I agree. I agree. I totally agree. The first thing I agree with Destiny on is that if you decide to date or marry a surfer chick who is already doing these activities, that's on you. That's on you. Gentlemen, there are lists of and we don't even need a list. We don't even need a list. If a woman you're interested in, if her profession involves being around men in a bathing suit, not the woman for you. This doesn't make her bad. It just means that she's not for you. And the reason that means she's not for you is I'm assuming that we would all like to be with a woman who does not regularly put your relationship at risk. Destiny would probably say, well, how is surfing with guys and taking bikini pictures put your relationship at risk? Well, the rebuttal to that is easy. Who's more likely to cheat? The girl who is a surfer chick who is around dudes all the time, or a girl who doesn't have a job around men? Who's more likely to cheat? Right? Who's more likely to cheat? Well, clearly it's the former. This is why we always tell guys, this is what EO said yesterday, marry a boring girl. Get with a girl who's not spontaneous. We don't like fun, spontaneous girls. We like fun, spontaneous side chicks. But for our main chicks, we don't like spontaneous. We don't like life of the party. Okay? Then now, when we say boring, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, a little hyperbolic, but you guys understand what we mean.
Crazy.
I got
You're
pictures.
crazy.
Hold on. I can leak screenshots of pictures of my phone who have pitched DJ Khaled, Leonardo DiCaprio to stay with me, and I have all the pictures passwords.
Hold on.
How many other people in those girls?
Guys. Let's just draw attention. He did say that he didn't max out the trinity of aesthetics. He mentioned the looks as well, Destiny. He did mention that.
Yeah.
So
He looks okay. He's passable.
No, he's saying like he didn't max out. He has the status, which you're correct about. He has the money, which you're correct about. But Zerkis mentioned also the looks.
I disagree. Does he really have the status when people in Hollywood are at his level, but with six packs? There's different types of status that fuse with looks. So when you're competing for these girls, you're competing with like these fucking ripped or Leonardo.
Okay, this is like some. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about right now. I'll just reiterate what I said at the beginning, because this is gonna be short 99% of relationships. I don't know what fantastic delusional coke shit you're on right now, but the reality is, if you meet a girl and she's lived the lifestyle all up until the point where she's met you, she's probably gonna continue to lead that lifestyle. You guys even know this intuitively. It's why you stay away from girls with high body counts. Because if a girl's got 20 guys by 20 years old, you don't think she's gonna stop for you, right? You don't think she's gonna stop for you, right? So if a girl's been doing surfing shit, she's been posting pictures, she does like modeling bikini shit up until 24. I think this girl was. Why the fuck do you think she would auto like instantly turn that up? I think she was like 24, 25.
She looks older.
She might, but I think she was like
Chris,
10.
do a quick fact check.
She's ugly too.
I think she was 24, 25. But like, yeah, the idea that the girl's gonna change up completely as soon as she meets you, probably not gonna happen.
Okay, Zerka, go ahead. What's the response to that?
Okay, when I was getting canceled, you're so abusive. You took your ex, the streamer girl, and I took her $80,000 worth of trips in 6 months, and I needed the trips for myself. I was losing it after lockdown. But she stayed
$80,000 in trips in 6 months. God damn, that even makes me shudder. Woo.
in a basement for a year. Him and his wife.
The Roadblock 85 with the $10 super chat says, active social life, pop in social media, surf culture, all excuses for thought behavior. Jonah should have just dropped her and avoided all of this back and forth nonsense. Absolutely. Guys, this is not, what is her name? Jill Brady. This is not Brady's fault. This is on Jonah. Jonah should have vetted her much more thoroughly, and he should have made his boundaries clear from the start. When you don't make your boundaries clear from the start, you don't have a right to change it. And my guess is that Jonah probably asked her to be his girlfriend before she was ready.
He never made her do anything. He just adopted that lifestyle, so he doesn't believe you can change someone. But if Destiny said to Melina, now you can't go out anymore, she'd still stay with him.
Chris, pull up her photo.
Because he's got the
No, she would. No shot.
What?
If I told Melina you're gonna change your entire fucking lifestyle for me,
if you said no open, she would stay with you.
Maybe not close too, but
can you agree that if someone loves you, they'll make changes for you? So ultimately speaking, if she actually saw him as an option, for example, the top guy, hey, he doesn't like this, or you know what, I'm gonna acquiesce to that.
if you're trying to find a real relationship and you want something that's going to work, then in an ideal setting, both of you might be like 90% and you might move 10% for each other. But if you find somebody and you try to get them to change their whole life for you, that's always a recipe for disaster. How many times do you tell girls, like, don't try to change a guy? How many times do you find a guy and you say, don't try to pick up a girl in a club, right? Like, there are conventional wisdoms here that you guys all intuitively know, and I'm sure you've said it.
Okay, that's exactly right, and Destiny is right. But this is where the vetting process comes in. This is where the vetting process comes in. Guys, I've got all the ebooks. 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship. Absolutely free on donovansharpe.com, tsracademy.com. Right? How to train your woman. How to properly vet women for a long-term relationship. All these books are available. This is why I write them.
In one form or another before. You don't try to find somebody and just change it completely. Like, you just don't do it. It's a recipe for disaster.
Who's high?
It's not that you're trying to change her completely. You're trying to mold her. And guess what? Now, when I met Devin, I had to change her completely. I had to. She's the same person, but her lifestyle is completely different. And the reason why it's different is because she saw fit, she saw that it was worth it to acquiesce to my boundaries, standards, and expectations. If she wasn't, then she wouldn't. That's just how that works.
Higher value, you or Melina?
It depends on to who? To you?
To the world.
It depends on how you measure it. I don't know, man.
I mean, do we get our confidence from internal
You're
or
asking,
external?
I have more money,
You get confidence from inside. Ego comes from the outside.
more status, more clout than her, but I'm also like 10 years older than her, right? She's
So that
younger,
doesn't
she's
matter.
warmer,
You're
she's
not
hot as fuck, she's sweet. Like, I don't know, in 10 years, she might be more than me. I don't know.
In 10 years,
Are you kidding me? See, guys, do you hear Destiny? He's like, I've got more money than she does. I got more this, more that, more status, more clout. But I'm 10 years older than she is. Destiny, like, I don't think Destiny's a bad guy, man. I really don't. He's just, like, he does not understand. We can say whatever we want about Destiny and his personality, but he doesn't understand his value. He just doesn't. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Destiny's out of Melina's league. She's out of his league, guys. I'm sorry, he is out of her league. Melina is punching above her weight. This is a woman that sleeps with other men, poops in the forest, and allowed herself to be taken by Destiny. Destiny says, well, I'm 10 years older, so no, Destiny, the fact that you are 10 years older makes you far more valuable. Because you're far more valuable now than you ever were 10 years ago. And if you were 10 years younger when you met Melina, you wouldn't be with Melina. My guess is that the guy that she was with, probably around her same age. But Destiny does not understand, like most American men, what his inherent value is. We can say whatever we want about Destiny. I'm not a fan of the guy. I don't like him. But I'm not disingenuous enough to say that he doesn't have more valuable than Melina. Hell, if anything, Melina makes him look worse. This man is sitting here saying, "Oh no, if I told Melina to stop all this, there's no way she would stay." I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe she would stay, Destiny. Maybe she would stay. Maybe she would. Destiny has no idea what his value is.
He's going to be
Hold
older.
on.
Lower value.
I think Destiny, I think what he's asking is who has more sexual market value in the open sexual marketplace is what he's asking. Who do you think has more? You or her?
And here we go as well.
And that's a chick.
Well, she does.
What the fuck? She looks
She's
older than 24.
fucking busted. That's what the
No, Melina has more value on the sexual marketplace. But she has zero value in the relationship marketplace. You see, guys, the sexual marketplace and the relationship marketplace, two different markets. Two different markets. A lot of people like to talk to them as though they were one and the same. No, they are not one and the same. Because if the sexual market and the relationship market were the same market, we'd have 51-year-old post-wall women getting married to 35-year-old men. No, the sexual market and the relationship market, two very different markets. Melina has very high sexual market value. She can get dick anytime she wants. The relationship market is where you get the ring, the commitment. Devin on the YouTube side says this is a relationship convenience. I would agree.
fuck $1 billion gets? Leave me in Skid Row, bro. I'll take Toothless any day. That's busted.
Holy. Okay. Wow.
Did I miss the stream? You guys cry for 30 minutes because was it Jeff Bezos married like a 50-year-old girl? Did you guys get over that?
I would cry. If I saw that, I would kill myself.
That wasn't my stream.
Again, see, Jeff Bezos, a man who does not understand what his value is. Jeff Bezos doesn't realize what his value is. That's why he married a 50-year-old woman. who does literally nothing but get plastic surgery.
But okay, so Destiny, who do you think has more? His question is, who do you think has more value in the open sexual marketplace when we're gonna?
When you say open sexual marketplace, do you guys mean just to fuck, or do you mean for dating as well?
There we
okay,
go.
if you take her,
there we go. Good question, Destiny, and I'm glad he asked that. But I don't think Destiny wants to know the answer to that question. I think the reason why he asked that question is so that he could rebuttal the marketplace. But I don't think he can because it's pretty clear.
her
Thank you.
versus you,
Yeah.
who has a higher SMV in their respective gender?
Yeah, no, I'm asking, when you, what's the sexual market value for you guys? Does it include just hooking up, or does it include like
Yes.
relationships
No
as well?
sustaining.
Because in terms of fucking, a 6 out of 10 girl will have more sexual market value than everybody on this planet on the panel.
Yes, Destiny's right. Destiny is right. So Myron needs to let him know, yeah, there is a difference between the sexual market and the relationship market.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you fuck like 1,000 guys a night, but in terms of like getting high quality relationships,
There you
I don't
go.
know. I mean,
Well,
we can go from a holistic standpoint if you want to do that.
For everything.
We could go from the holistic standpoint.
it would depend on.
I don't know that we can do this holistically. And the reason why, and I disagree with Myron on this. Because you can't look at this holistically. Because the sexual market and the relationship market, gentlemen, it's split in two. 60, 70 years ago, it was one and the same. If you had high sexual market value, you also had pretty high relationship market value. But as we all know, the higher a woman's sexual market value is in the West, the lower her relationship market value tends to be. There are no hot 21-year-olds who are still living with her parents, waiting for her husband, who is a virgin, who knows how to cook and clean. There aren't many of those girls out there, if any. If any.
It would honestly depend on how much either of us are willing to change, realistically. I don't know if I could find a woman that would be okay with me working 14 hours a day. I don't know if she could find a guy that's okay with her being in open relationships and traveling and streaming. I don't know. It
I think
depends.
like the girls in your Discord, there's 40 of them trying to fuck you. They would all take the 14-hour Destiny worker.
Yeah, but I don't know if
Absolute-
I would want to date those girls.
Well, Zerka did give you a comment. He said that you have higher sexual market value than her.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, but he's not.
Well, no. Destiny has higher relationship market value than Melina. And when you if you're a man and you have high relationship market value, listen, relationship market value trumps sexual market value any day of the week, y'all. Any day of the week. And Zerka just said it. All the bitches in his Discord want to fuck him, but he thinks that he really honestly believes. I think Destiny really believes that Melina's the best he can get. Jeff Bezos thinks that his wife is the best he can get.
Not complimenting me. He's shitting on my wife.
No. Whoa. On Jesus' name, I'm not talking about Melina. I'm trying to paint the picture that we men adopt the position that she's better than us always. But like, look at our lives, bro. You think a girl goes from living in my penthouse to just an average Joe, or even if she gets an influencer, he can't fight. He's not good looking. He's not funny. You know how much she misses out on. But I'm conditioned to think she's better than me by people like him. I don't want to think like that
What am I
anymore.
even talking about? What?
Why can't you admit? Forget Melina. Who's your last girl? Let's shit on her.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay, every girl you've been with since you're a streamer, you're probably 1,000. Is it 1,000 times more value? He's 1,000 times more valuable
Easy.
than any fucking e-girl. That's the truth.
I mean, how did we arrived here through, I guess, the mismatch of yours. Okay, because you're saying his girlfriend should have switched her game up for him because he has higher sexual market value, right? Jonah Hill. In your situation.
Well, I just want to make this clear. I don't know if you guys
Yeah, but Jonah Hill had to have the capacity to want to make her switch her lifestyle up.
agree. Do you agree if a woman opens her legs for you, because we in this table can all marry a McDonald's working poor woman, but a woman cannot take a chat from McDonald's, marry them. They don't have the DNA to. What you're agreeing to is if she opens her legs for you, she's admitting you're above her. That's why they say I want equal height or above, equal money or above, but it's always above. Women date up, meaning if they're dating you, you're better than her. It's
Women
not
like-
fucking rocket science.
The average woman is 5'4".
The fact that Destiny did not interrupt Zerka one time during that diatribe, guys, listen, Destiny is a lot of things. He's not a dumbass, dude. He's not. He's not. He understands very clearly what this is. And King Life says Destiny's viewers don't realize that Destiny is dating a chick 10 years younger and that she's from a whole other country where she needed a green card to get into the USA. No, that's common knowledge, I think. I think that's common knowledge. King Life also says Destiny has some red pill awareness, but he doesn't want his simp viewers to jump on the FNF bandwagon. Yeah, look, he can't, like, Destiny can't go red pill, because if he does, it's over. It's over, man. Like,
Boy, the average man is 5'9". Women want equal height or above because men tend to be taller than them. And men tend to earn more money than women. Of course, they want women on general out-earns them. That's just averages.
You didn't answer.
Right?
Do women date up?
Do women date?
Okay,
You know, women date about their class.
Okay, do men date?
Men date about their class.
Men date down.
Date about their class.
Men, you men go to
We
Walmart,
date
you see a
down.
Chad with a fat ass bitch in Walmart. raise your hand if you date down.
It's just a topic we never, none of us ever agree on this. I understand it. But the reality is genuinely wealthy people don't date the women at McDonald's or Starbucks or Target. I know you guys disagree on that, but it just doesn't happen. When you're in wealthy families, and also when you think about the mother for your...
Okay, now he's right about that, but now he's talking about socioeconomic class, okay? And the only women that are worried about socioeconomic class are girls that are in a higher socioeconomic class. So I will give him that. This is old money talking, right? But have you guys noticed something over the last couple of years? Have you guys noticed something over the last couple of years? Companies like Lexus, luxury brands, Rolex, Tag Heuer, Gulfstream, BMW, Mercedes, guys, if you take a look at their ad campaigns over the last couple of years, they're appealing to young millionaires. Dude, Lexuses and Mercedes used to be only for old guys because if you were rich, you were probably old. But the average millionaire is, I think, 50-something years old or something like that, right? Ah, crap. Oh, wait a minute. Well, looks like you guys are going to have to wait for me to be on Fresh and Fit because Myron I just asked Myron if he was going to be in town when I'm in town, and they're leaving on the 19th. I had planned on being there from the 21st until the 29th, but it looks like I may have to push that back because yeah, I may have to push that back because they're going to be in Columbia. Anyway, yeah, Big Chief Lifestyle says, not going to lie, it seems like even luxury is becoming cheap. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so, man. It's possible, but I don't think so. Anyway, luxury brands are now starting to market to young millionaires, guys. Young millionaires. Now, there are more older millionaires than young millionaires, but guys, this is the reason why they advertise to a younger audience now. The whole Cadillac Lyric. You guys remember that? The Cadillac Lyric just came out. It's an all-electric vehicle, basically, you know, a souped-up station wagon. But they're calling it an SUV, all-terrain vehicle, da-da-da-da-da. All of their ads are for young people. Everything is shiny and glitzy. You guys know what I'm talking about. Everything is gold or like a sparkly red, and it's, you know, microphone. They're not advertising to Bertram Highsmith IV. They're not advertising to him. They're advertising to Brad Miller, Twitch streamer, Ninja, Twitch streamer, XYZ content creator on YouTube, Mr. Beast. That's like, it's an ever-changing world. Luxury brands are not just advertising to old money. They're advertising to new money.
Your children. You don't want just like a hot 18-year-old Latina with a huge fucking ass. You want an educated woman that knows how to handle her shit. That's raise your kids. That's gonna be the mother of your kids. It is relevant. I found your mom in McDonald's and I turned her into the ideal mother. It doesn't make fucking sense.
Leave my mom alone. Do men, yes or no, do men date down?
No, not generally. No.
Do women date down?
No.
Say never.
People date about their average. What do you think is the average difference between a man and a woman's age in a relationship?
What's that have to do
with
it?
What do you think is the average difference in age? I'm serious. What do you think is the average difference?
What do you think happens?
See, now Destiny's changed. Now he's moving the goalposts. We went from age. Now we've gone from level to age. Age influences level to some degree, but guys, Myron Gaines is 32 years old, and he's a higher value man than a lot of men in their 40s and 50s.
When I age 10 years, hold on, is it the same if I age 10 years? I'm just a richer, hotter, bearded up sexist. If she ages 10 years, I got a fucking raisin Twinkie filled with cum. How the fuck is it the same thing, bro? My value goes up with the age. You don't agree with that?
I mean, it depends on what capacity. Ideally, that's the mother of your children, right? Is she a used up raisin Twinkie filled with fucking cum? Is that what you refer to the mother of your children?
He said what capacity? So if my finances, if my finances and status is going up, plus my network, because I have more women at circa 35 versus 25, we can agree. What angle you look at? All angles. I win when I age. She loses in every metric as she ages.
To you, she does.
To the world. Okay. Because we're reading statistics. You love statistics.
What statistics? We wouldn't even acknowledge the difference in age between a man and a woman.
Okay. Let's look at.
That has nothing to do with anything. Age doesn't have anything to do with anything. He's just trying to make this about age. He's trying to shift the conversation because he knows that Zerka's right. Listen, Destiny's good at that, but Zerka called him out. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Yes, Pac-Man Nate, or Pac-Man 8, says, old money don't marry down, new money will marry anything. Very astute. Old money, they don't marry down. They don't marry down. Right? But guys, it's 2023, man. Old money is dying out. It really, really is. It's dying out. It's dying out, guys. It's the new money.
Ronaldo is not statistics.
Okay,
Leonardo DiCaprio is not statistics. That's why I asked you very simply, what's the average difference between men and women?
Right.
It's less than 3 years.
Delete the name.
That doesn't help any argument. Doesn't matter.
They're same socioeconomic class, same race, same neighborhoods, same schools.
You're going to drop the last few chromosomes.
Same religions.
Look at this. Delete the name Leonardo DiCaprio, but think of a man on his level. All of them are with 18, 19
That's
year
not
old
true,
girls.
though. What did I just bring up? Bezos fucking married another woman who's, what, 50 years
That's a
fucking
name.
old?
Yes, but that's Bezos. Listen, man, not every high-value man understands his value. Jeff Bezos is high value, even though he doesn't have any game. He doesn't realize it, though. Dude, listen, the type of high-level men that marry women their own age, there's something about them that makes them non-high value. You could use me as an example. Devin and I are getting married October 12th. She's a year older than I am. Now, one of the many reasons that I'm with her is because, yes, she is attractive, but more importantly, it's because she helps me make money. She helps me make a lot of money, and she is rewarded handsomely for that, right? But if I really were, and this is why when guys ask me if I'm high value, I tell people, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get to decide that. The market decides that, right? Yeah, my girl is a year older than me, but she has far more utility than Melina, right? You think of it this way. The guy who called up my show and compared me to Destiny. He said, Destiny's better than you. He's got more money than you. He's hotter than, his wife is hotter than yours, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now, him having more money than me may be true, maybe not, right? It may be true, maybe not, but I do know this. 348% of men would rather have a woman like Devin than a woman like Melina. Donovan, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Devin is 2 decades older than Melina. That's exactly right. But Devin's not fucking other dudes. At least not that I know of. Melina is fucking other dudes with the permission of her man. So do you want a woman like Devin who is older, not nearly as attractive, or do you want a woman like Melina? Right? And listen, if you want a woman like Melina, I can't help you. I can't help you. Now, a lot of guys, well, I want both. Guys, this is 2023. Women who look like Melina don't have Devin's skill set. They just don't. They don't have Devin's skill set, nor are they interested in that. And Devin doesn't just do SEO and all that other kind of stuff. Guys, she cooks, she cleans. Man. Yeah, King Life says, yeah, even Kevin Samuels gave her flowers. Yes. Kevin used to talk to me about it all the time. He's like, look, I'm looking for a relationship like yours. Minister Jap, same thing. Same thing. So you can talk, listen, you can say whatever you want about my relationship. I don't care one way or the other. But what it comes down to is your value high enough, number one, and number two, do you realize what your value is? Because who knows? Maybe, listen, I do know this. Devin is punching far above her weight. She will tell you to this day, she does not deserve me. That's why she goes above and beyond to make me happy. And I love her for that. Right? I love her for that. But there's a cost to everything. There's a cost to everything. So listen, yeah, Melina's younger and hotter than Devin, but Devin is far more useful and far less of a hoe.
That's a name. I'm going off
Leonardo DiCaprio is a name.
Do rich, wealthy men date younger women?
Yes.
No, on average.
What the fuck, nigga?
No, dude.
I'm off the hard R.
You're making the emotional argument. All I can do is build the data. I can't. If you want to cry and make the faces, that's
them.
fine.
What do you
No, you don't ask them. Go look it up. Rich people that are genuinely wealthy.
Look it up. There we go. You know something, guys? I think I've discovered something. I think I have figured something out. Using stats or studies, I think it's just one, possibly two levels above ad hominem attacks. In that, they're both used when they no longer have a logical rebuttal. Let me repeat that. Using stats and studies, to me, it's one level, possibly two, above ad hominems. In that, they're both used when they no longer have a logical rebuttal. John Zerka's making all the sense in the world. And all Destiny keeps saying, well, look at the stats, look at the data. Gentlemen, we all know that studies and stats can be made or manipulated to say literally anything you want. You can find any statistical data set that supports your argument. So when Destiny says, look at the stats, miss me with that. No, come correct. Come correct with a common sense argument.
Not people that are in fucking yachts in Dubai bragging about fucking 20-year-olds that are actually 35-year-old prostitutes that they pay to put on their boats. Actual wealthy people tend to date and marry people that are about their age. Go to any neighborhood with lawyers and doctors.
But they're cheating with a bunch of fucking 18-year-olds.
That wasn't your question.
Their values
that
up.
wasn't your question.
They're cheating with a bunch of teenagers.
Cheating or not? The question is, who do they marry?
No, but their values up. If he's old and his scrotum hangs to the ocean on his yacht, why is there so many young girls around him when his wife's not around? His values up as he grayed, as his scrotum got gray. That's what the point I'm making. Women's value doesn't go up with the way they age. It just doesn't.
I think the bottom line here is that men are more willing to concede and date a woman and or hook up with a woman that has lower value than themselves, versus women are less likely to go ahead and take that dating approach. I think that's the bottom line.
Yeah, Devin. Ooh, Devin's giving away a little bit of the game. Devin says, I am a marketer. And I've seen her do this before. She says, I can crunch any stats to support what I want a client to believe. There you go. There you go, man. There you go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We can take where you guys are, that you guys are, you know, ripping about.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, like, in some generalities, it might be true, but when you look at the data, people just tend to date around their own classes. People go to the same schools with each other. People work the same jobs as each other. They're in the same neighborhoods. It's pretty rare that you get a guy with the last name Rockefeller or Kennedy that's going to Starbucks and picking up the barista. That just doesn't happen on.
Yes, but Rockefeller and Kennedy, that's old money, Destiny. That is old money. Let's rewind that because he's totally wrong about this. Listen.
Generalities, it might be true, but when you look at the data, people just tend to date around their own classes. People go to the same schools with each other. People work the same jobs as each other. They're in the same neighborhoods.
In the same neighborhoods. You see, that's where he fucked up. Destiny doesn't realize that the world is now flat. He doesn't realize the world is flat. Either that or he's not acknowledging it. You see, back in the day, yeah, the only men that women had to choose from were the guys they grew up with. Guys in their neighborhood. Guys they went to school with. Guys they went to college with. But now girls can literally DM anyone in the world. And they do. So when a pretty girl gets a DM from a guy in Italy who has a yacht and a really nice house on the Riviera, guess what? She's not looking at the average rank and file dudes in her hometown. They might make good money, right? They might, who knows? She might be from Pittsburgh. And, the guys are all steel workers. The guys are all steel workers, but she's not looking at those guys because she has access to literally everyone. So what Destiny is arguing here is that people tend to marry who they grew up around. Not anymore. Not anymore. And here's the thing. I can't use myself as an example because that would be stupid, but yes. Yes.
It's pretty rare that you get a guy with the last name Rockefeller or Kennedy that's going to Starbucks and picking up the barista. That just doesn't happen on average.
You're actually saying that women will marry a Chad with a six-pack that works at McDonald's. You're destroying lives with your opinion.
What are you talking about?
You're giggling out of the matrix.
I don't even know.
Say on camera, women have the DNA to marry a Chad that works at McDonald's. Say it. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet.
Women that work at McDonald's will marry men that work at McDonald's.
No.
Yes.
That's wrong too. But
women who work at McDonald's will marry men who work at McDonald's. Wow. He just doesn't know. He doesn't. Destiny is way too smart to be talking like this. I just think he doesn't know. And that's actually quite surprising given that he makes his money on the internet. King Life says, facts. Tinder even lets you change location for chicks states and countries away. Right. Of course. Dre Raven on the YouTube side says he also doesn't realize that most of old money is all related to one another. That's why they bring in new money every so often. It also helps old money replenish their fortunes. Absolutely. Al Mustafa 98 on the Rumble side says we live in a globalized marketplace. Race mixing is commonplace. Young women are moving to the nearest major city. Right. Right. And because we know that most men would fuck most women, while most women wouldn't fuck most men, guess what? You think they're going to fuck most men in their town? No. They want the top guys because now they know they exist and they now have access to them.
You're saying women will date a Chad who works at McDonald's. Marry, bro. Nigga, that's a ring. Not like Adam 22.
Do you think that people that work in fast food don't have wives? To say that to the camera, say, if you work a service job, you don't have a wife. Is that true?
If you work a service job, you have a wife. But that wife is low value, Destiny. That wife is not attractive. Attractive women don't marry people who work at McDonald's. The only way that she would marry someone who works at McDonald's is if he owns the franchise. That's the only way. That is the only way. So, yeah, Destiny, you're fucking wrong again.
Say that.
No,
That's
man,
fine.
no
That's fine.
35-year-old man who works at no 35-year-old man who works at McDonald's is married, bro.
Okay.
They're never
All right.
married.
There's no working class families. None of these poor broke motherfuckers have a wife. It's just rich men with 5 wives constantly all over the United States. Everybody's a Mormon now.
Here's Exodia. All right, draw your last pathetic card. I'll give it to him. Even if I
triggered my trap card.
Let's say I didn't win that one. Let's say he won that one.
Yeah.
I'll say, oh, okay, so there's McDonald's workers who have wives. He's really saying a woman who's about to leave him for financial insecurity, and they initiate all divorces, and she's cheating on him. So it's not really a marriage. It's kind of like he's ready to kill himself.
How is she going to leave him for financial security? Who's going to marry her?
Okay.
Are rich people wiping up multiple poor women to get financial security? You know, hold on. You know that when you're a rich guy, you just fuck a poor chick. She doesn't get financial security for you. You know that, right?
You know,
I do not
want to get you in trouble with your wife? Us four in this table.
Okay.
Us four in this table. Fresh, Myron, Zerka, Destiny. If we met a model with a nice ass, she's sweet and loyal, works at McDonald's, I promise you, us four would say, fuck a prenup, bitch. Take half, let me go inside you, bitch. All of us would marry that girl. If any woman you know met a Chad that's funny and he's great and he's perfect, but he's 32 years old and works at McDonald's, why you can't think of one fucking example is because it's never happened in history.
Aren't you literally the example?
How?
Because 6 months ago, you were a loser that fucking didn't even turn his fucking stream on and you got girls all over you, don't you?
I had status.
What status?
I was Zerka. I had 200,000 followers.
Yeah, 200,000 followers. What the fuck does that mean? Your status was 500K overnight 10 years earlier on an Austin show. And why the example are you looking for?
Whoa, check
the
it
chick that was dating you, that was abusing you, a
That's my point.
19-year-old,
I'm not gonna say
fucking
this.
girl, that never listened to you for 1 year. You had no money, no cash, no help on Twitter, no clout, no stream, no nothing. You want the example that defeats your argument.
Hey, you're not Obelisk the Tormentor because we were at a rooftop party. I'm not gonna say the bitch's name. I hate her. You cucked me because I only had fucking 200 viewers when we went to TwitchCon, and you were tripping on shrooms like, And remember when she was all over? You know what I'm talking about? That taller kind of.
I know she's a lovely woman, but I didn't.
No, she's not a lovely woman. And any other chick gets aroused for someone like me. She even said, "Zerka, you'd be a good fuck on the show." But she ignored the first time I ever got ignored because I was around influencers for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
There it is. See? You see? Destiny tries to be simple and with these overgeneralizations. But Zerka adds the nuance. Good for him.
I said the fucking Papa Smurf took my bitch, and I didn't even try. I was like, why didn't she even look at me once? She's just thinking about absorbing clout off this dude. Bro, they date up. Meaning she saw Zerka as lower.
I did like 2 streams of it. She didn't get absorbing clout.
That's because it's you, Destiny. You see, if you're a man and you have more value than you realize, that still makes you unattractive. That still makes you unattractive. Like, if a girl, she's like, okay, this guy looks good. He's in great shape. He makes great money. He's got great teeth, great genes, but he hasn't made a move on me yet. They're thinking, is this guy not confident? Does this guy not have game? Now she starts to think, okay, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy? This is incredible.
Okay,
you fucked my dream girl.
All right, we went into the Jonah Hill thing. I just wanted, okay, so it seems to me that basically the consensus is, I mean, I think me, Zerka, and Fresh are all in alignment. Like, hey, he exerted his boundaries, fantastic. You agree with it as well, Destiny. Your only thing is you can't get with a surfer girl and expect her to change for you
overnight.
Yeah, and even that's even like I said, like I think you guys are
and
crazy.
That's right.
But if you're clear with your boundaries, you lay them out. The girl accepts, she accepts, she doesn't. She has the right to walk away. I don't know why you blow something.
We're crazy.
There you go.
Yeah, we're crazy.
Our dating standards
We're
are
the
not crazy,
opposite
bro.
pills. We have to think each other's crazy, right?
I don't know, man.
You think I'm crazy? It's okay.
His pill, Adam took it. He didn't like it that much. Now, check
Yeah, you see that?
it out. I actually disagree because you said he exerted his boundaries. Exerting your boundaries as a high-value male.
He ended it.
No, that's not what you're supposed to do. Exerting your boundaries as a high-value male means even before this happens, anytime she shows any dissent, any resistance, it's abundance. You have more girls. Go out with the girls and say, hey, look,
there you
you're
go.
Really, really out the door. Look how you're behaving. I've got these girls. And you film yourself with the girls. You go, I'm loyal. We're just partying. But your behavior has set this relationship for failure. That makes her come back to you. But if you say it's over, it's like, what did you invest in the pussy for? You're going to just end it?
Let me say this. I'll give my thing on it, and then we'll start phase 2 here very soon. I think the biggest thing here why this is an issue is that number one, she felt okay to leak private messages between her and him. That's an issue. And then number two is what I've realized just in general. And Destiny, I'd be happy to hear your take on it. We live in a world now where if a man says anything or does anything that impedes on a woman's ability to exercise some kind of freedom to solicit other candidates for some kind of courtship, that's considered misogynistic or narcissistic. But all I think it is that you're having the girl respect you as the male. But the thing I've realized is that a lot of women want to behave like they're single while simultaneously having a boyfriend at home, and I think that's inappropriate. If you have a man at home, you should behave as if you have a man at home. And you shouldn't be out or putting yourself out in a certain light where you're trying to attract other potential suitors, because the way men flirt versus the way women flirt are two different things. Men flirt by actually approaching women in general and starting a conversation. Women flirt by just making themselves available. And I think for a woman, it's her job to make herself as least available as possible out of respect for her man. But
wow, there it is. There it is. There it is. Girls, like, this is what the average rank and file Western woman wants their relationship to be like. This is what they want their relationship to be like. They want to, how can I put this? They want to live in a house. They want to live in a house that they're committed to, right? House is paid for, but they want the for sale sign still in the yard. They want the for sale sign still in the yard. How would you feel? How would you feel if you moved, let's just say you signed a 2-year lease on a house. All right, I'm going to lease this house for just 1 year, whatever, right? So you get in, you move in, everything, you pay your deposit, all that good stuff. But then a couple weeks later, the owner of the house puts a for rent sign in the yard. You're thinking, I'm sorry, Mr. Landlord, why are you putting a for rent sign in the yard? I'm the one that is renting this house. Right? No, you don't own the house. But you have fulfilled your obligations to be able to occupy that house. And if I'm fulfilling my obligations, if I'm fulfilling my obligations necessary to occupy the house, i.e. paying the rent on time, taking care of the property, etc., just basically paying the rent on time, then there is no reason for the owner to put a for rent sign in the yard. This is what women are doing. This is exactly what women are doing. Women are the house. They're the house. A man does what's necessary to attain the house. Oh my God, you're comparing women to houses, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Houses are appreciating the assets. So, don't get your panties in a bunch. So the guy, he's got the game, he's got the looks, he's got everything. He moves into the house, he pays the rent. In other words, he makes himself valuable enough for the girl to want to commit. Then she puts the for rent sign in the yard. Wait a minute, I signed this for a year. Now, let's just say for the sake of argument, it was a month-to-month agreement, right? Let's say it's a month-to-month agreement. All right, we'll go month to month. And I did this every once in a while, but we go month to month. You pay your rent on the 1st through the 5th. You're good to go until the next 1st, right? You're good to go. So if a tenant pays their rent on time in a month to month, and then on the 7th or 8th, you've got a for rent sign in the yard, you're thinking, dude, what are you doing? Women always want to reserve the right to keep the for rent sign in the yard.
If you do anything that hurts that, women will call you misogynistic, and men can't have boundaries.
Yeah. When Mark says make themselves available, ding, 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 it's a red flag. When it's girls' night, girls' night means our fucking pussy's open.
That's what he's talking about. That's it. Do you agree with that sentiment, or do you disagree?
I half agree.
Okay.
I think my perspective would be is that I think that sometimes people in life, they'll get in a relationship and they fuck with their boundaries a little bit. They're not good at communicating boundaries. They're not good at doing things.
There it is. Devin said in a few words what it took me 5 minutes to explain. Women want to take the man off the market, but keep shopping. There you go. If you're going to take a man, dude, if you're going to take a man on the market, you don't keep shopping. If you want to keep shopping, put him back.
That make them comfortable, and then eventually the relationship ends. And sometimes when they go to the next relationship, the pendulum swings a little bit too far, and they're either in guy boss or girl boss mode, where when the partner puts up a boundary, they're like, no, like, fuck that, like, that's abusive, like, I'm gonna do what I want, and people's minds get a little bit fucked because they're not able to communicate how to go back and forth. Yeah.
Would you agree, though, that male boundaries in general, especially when it comes to women protecting their themselves from getting approached by other men or whatever, that's pretty much frowned upon? Like, men can't be honest with women about, hey, I don't like you having certain pictures up on Instagram, or hey, I don't want you going out on girls' night out. I've noticed that that's almost always shit on, insulted, shamed, guilted to some degree. Like, women want to behave like they're single even when they have a man at home. And if a man draws any attention to that, women will go ahead and show him.
Well, I say this all the time. It's one of the 49 laws of Sharpe. When it's easy for a woman to cheat, she characterizes her relationship as healthy. When it's hard for her to cheat, she characterizes her relationship as toxic. Now, what would be hard to cheat? What do you mean? Well, boundaries. Boundaries, standards, and expectations. If you make it clear to the girl, this is what I will not tolerate, you have a choice. You can either do all of these things, or you can be with me, but you can't do both. You can't do both. This is why you have to establish it from the beginning. That way, she doesn't get to say you're being misogynistic.
I think it super depends on the community. I mean, like, for the people that defended this woman mainly, if you look
on her side,
yeah, but if you look on Twitter and shit, it's a lot of like sex workers and stuff who you can tell are probably want that openness more. Also,
look at this, guys. I think Destiny's starting to come around. He's being honest now. He's being honest.
The way that Jonah communicates these boundaries, he does seem like a little bit insecure, just in the communication style. It probably could have been like the conversation seemed really cold, although that might be your guys' style. So I can understand people being a little bit peeved with him. But like, I mean,
for you, said it's insecure. Wouldn't it be fair to say that you're more secure in a relationship by being honest with a girl and telling her what you like and what you don't like and being willing to walk away versus someone that doesn't say anything at all because you're scared of her walking away?
Bingo. There you go. There it is.
I mean, for me, if you're scared of like the way
I would argue. I think you're more. Yeah.
This is not okay.
I don't try to, but I'm saying like,
no, I'll do it. Because normally I try to make your audience endearing towards me, but I'll go full tonight. I don't know.
See, here it is. See, do you hear that? Destiny's like, wait a minute. How do I stay on brand but acknowledge the obvious truth?
You're not worried about what your girl wears when she posts on Instagram and shit. Chances are you know that you're not shit, and she's gonna walk away to the next dick that walks through. If that's how you feel, and you're like, I need you to fucking burka up. I need you to take down all these pictures. I can't have you posting bikinis if you go surfing. Like, motherfucker, she's gonna cheat on you. She's gonna walk out anyway. She's gonna feel like you're clingy, selfish, insecure.
No. Don't do it. No, Destiny. Nope. Sorry. Look. We have a world-class security system in our house. Okay? If a fucking bug moves in the middle of the night, I'm going to know about it. If anybody breaks into the house, they're going to hear an ear-shattering beep. The police station is like a mile and a half due east of here. Cops will be here in less than 5. But, if somebody really wanted to break into my house and get away with it, they could do it. If somebody puts their mind to something, it doesn't matter how great your home security system is. If someone really wants to break into your house, they could do it. That said, that doesn't mean that I have to leave my doors unlocked. That doesn't mean that I just say, well, if somebody really wants to break into my house, if they really wanted to do that, let me unlock my door, disarm my security system, and just wait for people to rob me. No! You're going to do whatever it takes to reduce the odds of that happening to you. It's the same thing with relationships, gentlemen. If a girl really wants to cheat, she's going to cheat. Girls are creative, they're manipulative, and they have the almighty smartphone. If Devin really wanted to cheat, she could do it. She absolutely could do it. That doesn't mean that I have to make it easy for her. Well, if my woman wants to cheat, she's going to cheat whether I try to stop her or whatever. Okay, very true. But that does not mean you have to grease the skids for her sliding onto another man's cock. I guess I missed that because I was talking. Dre Evans says Destiny just told on himself there. He said he gave us insight into how he perceives the situation with Melina. Let's listen to this.
Honest with a girl and telling her what you like and what you don't like and being willing to walk away versus someone that doesn't say anything at all because you're scared of her walking away?
I mean, for me, if you're scared of like the way...
I would argue. I think you're more. Yeah.
This is not okay.
I don't try to, but I'm saying like,
no, I'll do it. Because normally I try to make your audience endearing towards me, but I'll go full tonight. I don't know. If you're not worried about what your girl wears when she posts on Instagram and shit, chances are you know that you're not shit, and she's gonna walk away to the next dick that walks through. If that's how you feel, and you're like, I need you to fucking burka up. I need you to take down all these pictures. I can't have you posting bikinis if you go surfing. Like, motherfucker, she's gonna cheat on you. She's gonna walk out anyway. She's gonna feel like you're clingy, selfish, insecure.
Again, that does not mean that we have to make it easy for her.
She's gonna not feel it, and eventually shit's anyway. That's how I do it.
Real quick. All I'm simply saying is that I think in my take on it is a man is far more secure by telling a woman his boundaries and not caring about the outcome versus not telling her his boundaries and being scared of the outcome. Because if I tell a girl, hey, I don't like this, and she can easily say, fuck you, or you're a narcissist, or put you on blast, or whatever, I would say you're more secure in being honest and direct and telling her what it is versus being scared like most men are and not putting.
Yes, because being honest with women, that leads to trouble. I don't know that you guys have noticed this. But women don't like nor do they respect honesty. They don't like it. Can't be honest with today's women. OG Mema says, I don't keep my Lamborghini unlocked in the hood. I love you, OG Mammoth. Was that tongue-in-cheek, or just say, maybe he meant to say, I wouldn't keep my Lamborghini unlocked in the hood. Maybe.
Their boundaries forward. I think you're more secure by being honest.
Sure, but I mean, that's not the only two options, right? There's a third option where it's like, here are some boundaries. Like, you can wear shit. If you want to post booty pictures or whatever the fuck, it's your Instagram, go for it. But if you do step over the line, then I'm going to leave. Like,
that's what I mean.
Well, there we go. There it is. You see? When a man is thinking, when a man is being fair-minded, objective, and honest with himself, these are the kinds of conversations that can happen. Destiny literally just... I agree with everything he just said there. If you want to post booty pic... look, here's what Destiny said. You can't tell a woman what you can or can't do. Can't do it. I agree. You can't tell a woman you can't do X, Y, and Z. Not her father. You're not here to tell her what to do. What you can do is you can influence. You can influence her behavior by your reaction. You don't control women. Women are, you know, autonomous sentient beings. There's no remote control, at least not as far as I know. Maybe we exploit that with game. But you can't tell a woman what she can or can't do. But you can influence her behavior by your reactions, and you have to be consistent.
That's right.
Yeah, sure. The line is like, I don't want you to post pictures in bikinis.
That's literally
and it's like,
what
that's how we found her Instagram. I mean, it's like, I mean, what do you expect to happen?
So you think the way that you find her is the way that she can continue to go? You don't think she should change for the man?
She could, but not much. That's why I said earlier, like, you can find each other at 90% and then move a little bit like the next 10%. But if you find a girl whose job is like surfing, modeling clothes, posting pictures of herself with bikinis on Instagram, and you find her and you're like, all right, we're going to church tomorrow, babe. Okay? You're fucked. You're setting yourself up for disaster every single time.
Okay.
Like, go to a church, go to a college.
No, I agree. Destiny's on point here.
Go find a different type of woman because it's probably never gonna work with her.
That's wrong.
Why is it wrong?
One time, my biggest time they were trying to cancel me, and I recently did this. Sorry, my bad, nigga. But check this out. Look, man, I'm gonna say it, and this might be
Zerka's fucking crazy.
I'm attacking you guys and the 4 men on this table. If the men on this table do not own every password of the hoe they're with, something went psychically wrong in your chromosomal development.
Wow.
Are you fucking joking me that we have fucking old Earth watching us and you don't own her passwords? So people called me out on this. My girlfriend, I start tweeting every Zerka shit. I'm fucking logged in right now. I got all their fucking passwords on everything. I got it week 1. When you're a high-value male, what you gonna do? Walk around, turn on? Oh, actually, I don't want Zerka.
How does a high-value male have time to go through the social media feed?
No, I only have the Twitter.
This is why you got streaming. This is why you don't work. This is why you go to the Instagrams while the fucking girls are fucking.
Now, see, that's just tongue-in-cheek by Destiny. That's tongue-in-cheek by Destiny. Destiny is on board with what Zerka just said.
To that, but I hired someone to do it, but I only have one. The point I'm trying to make is, if you don't have her passwords, you're a fucking cuck, bitch. You know how easy it is to get the passwords? It's the easiest shit on earth. I was doing it before Red Pill existed when women weren't this bad in 2016. But dude, it's the fucking easiest thing on earth. And give me the passwords or I'm walking. It's that fucking simple. 40 bitches in his Discord. We give him the passwords. He knows it, but he's afraid he's gonna get canceled.
Why am I afraid? I don't know.
Then ask for Melina's passwords.
I don't give a fuck about Melina's passwords. Like, we fuck other people. Why would I care who she's talking to? How the fuck would I care?
It could be emojis and stuff. And hold on, he attacked me for not working. Yeah, I took a break for a while, but I launched Date IQ on my website, Zerka Official, and we did 55,000 less than 18 hours.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure with a recurring feed, this was a smarter move than fucking doing your 9 to 5 streaming retard shit. And really, you need to generate more passive incomes, bro. Like this whole Reddit.
Oh my! Did I miss the Money Monday with fucking Zerka? Can I get some investments?
All right, so guys, we're gonna move over to phase 2 here in a second. I'll read these chats that came in, and then we're gonna switch on over here in a minute. So real quick, let's go ahead and do. We got Barty. He goes, John Zerka, the Albanian Crusader. Cool. John, Destiny, have you been? Thank you, Chris. Destiny, have you seen the new Pearl Harbor? Conspiracy or no conspiracy? Be honest.
All right, we spent 6 hours going over that video. No, I'm sorry. It was.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is it looks like this conversation. I'm gonna find the rest of this conversation on Rumble. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Rumble.com. So if they are taking this, if they are taking this to Rumble, then I am going to as well. So Devin, if you would put the Rumble link in the YouTube chat. Put the Rumble link in the YouTube chat. Let me okay. Well, I need to find the looks like I need to find this episode. That's Fresh and Fit clips, Fresh and Fit funny, Fresh and Fit. There we are. Wow, Nick Fuentes. That wasn't it. Was it? Was it that one? Nick Fuentes. Yeah, I think. Yeah, looks that way. Looks that way. Let me jump in here quickly. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This started off this way. And they're 42.29 into it. Yep, okay, so Sneeko and Fuentes show up. Okay. All right. So, I'm not going to do the rest of this. I'm not going to do the rest of this on I'm not going to do the rest of this on YouTube because again, Rumble is far more relaxed And so we need to... Very good. Speed.
Bro, like this whole Reddit.
Got it. Very nice. Okay. So... there. Okay, there we are. All right, guys. So I've had Devin. Devin has put the link in the chat. She's put the link in the chat, and and so if you guys want to watch the rest of this, head on over to Rumble. I'll give you guys a few minutes to get over there. We'll see you in a little bit.
Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharpe's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharpe. The 49 Laws of Sharpe is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharpe will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharpe will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge, supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, How to Master the Game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharpe's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the cheat code, Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womanese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of